This holiday season, one local restaurant is bringing the delights of indoor dining outdoors inside a cozy, heated igloo. Seems perfect here for North Dakota. Joining us now to talk about the Crave Holiday Igloo experience, we have Joe Brown, the GM of Crave. Joe, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
I love this idea. And I don't know if you heard me, I was just talking about how I love to eat out. I have been to Crave several times, but when I noticed this on social media, I was like, oh my goodness, that is a brilliant idea. How did you come up with this?
So the idea was a partnership with the mall, with West Acres. They came to us with the thought, we loved it, and then we've been working together to execute it ever since. It's an amazing idea. It's taken off incredibly fast, and we're really excited to get started with it.
Okay, so we are living in a very weird world right now anyway with COVID. So this has got to be kind of like a merger of, being safe, but also, wanting to dine outside in the winter in North Dakota. So what had to go into the planning process?
A fair amount. We've already adapted just about everything we do on a day-to-day basis. All of our processes have changed since COVID, for the better. But we're just a lot more cognizant of things like who's contacting what, who is within what distance of whom. These igloos, it's really no difference. The main difference is they're in an enclosed space, and we know that sanitation is important right now. So we've allotted for a full half hour between reservations, for sanitation, for airing it out, for reheating the igloo. I mean, there's a whole process, but they're going to be extremely safe.
Okay, and I think we have a little video that you guys put together on it, but give us the whole sell on this, because what are you really going to experience?
It's the Crave standard. It's great food, great hospitality generally in the restaurant in an amazing environment, and now that's even elevated beyond. It's a setting that you're not going to find in other places. We call them igloos. It feels like that. It feels like a snow globe. By the time, we're still kind of finishing the furnishing, but with the decorations and especially when it snows out or at nighttime with the lights, it's really going to feel almost magical. It's going to be a really unique environment experience.
Oh my goodness, I love that. I would love to be inside, and I love that you call it like a snow globe as well, but snowing outside would just be amazing. Chris Berg wants to know if there's a sound system in there.
There's not yet. We've talked about streaming music in there. It may still happen.
But you do have heat.
Yes, and in fact, that's changed entirely since the original concept too. We had a little space heater in there. We were a little worried about that. Now we have a natural gas furnace outside with ductwork that actually goes into the igloo. So we're pretty confident it's going to be nice and toasty in there.
Okay, so how can people book a dinner there, and when does it start?
So our first reservation is this Sunday, the 22nd. The interesting thing about the reservations is since we've lined up this interview, we were just at the very beginning of reservations. We've booked out completely. Now, thankfully, on the show here, I can tell you that we're adding more times for this next month, and we're looking at extending into January. So if you follow Crave or West Acres on Facebook or go to the West Acres website and click on Crave, there will be links to where you can watch for new reservation times and make the reservation there.
I think you should leave it up until, it warms up, which means you have 8 more months.
Exactly, most of the year. And we may. I mean, as demand dictates, we'll keep her going.
Okay, that would be great. I would imagine the New Year's Eve and Christmas time, that would be just a great way to celebrate with friends or loved ones. And intimate, how many people can be in there? Because we are still, not encouraging large parties.
Yes, they only seat up to 6. So 6 people capacity. That allows our servers to get around in there and take care of you. New Year's Eve, was the first date to sell out. It sold out the first day. So it's going to be really, really cool for that. But yeah, it's an intimate environment. We're excited.
And, Christmas lights and the trees, it's really actually decorated very nice around the mall area as well. So I would guess you're going to get some of that ambiance as well.
Yeah, the mall reached out to us in terms of the furnishings and the decoration. Their person that took care of most of the courts also took care of these. So there's a lot of kind of cohesive imagery between those two. So yeah, they turned out really, really beautiful.
Any menu changes or suggestions for what you should be eating or drinking inside an igloo?
Inside an igloo, I mean, preferably not something too hot, I suppose. But No, our full menu is available. Our full cocktail list is available. We are going to have a few winter-themed cocktails available out there, so make sure to check those out. But we're already really confident with the Crave product, with our food, with our drinks, and with our with our service. So we just wanted to extend what we had already offered out to a new environment.
I love it. So fun. And we'll be watching for those additional reservations to open up. Quite the experience. Dinner inside an igloo at Crave at West Acres. Thank you so much for your time today, and good luck as you move into this holiday season.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Stay with us. Coming up next here on North Dakota Today, our good friend Sue Barron is back to talk about the Golden Drive Homeless Kids Christmas event. Stay with us.